And one last question, Rupert, before I let you go. Now, if you could give, two advice to all the listeners out here today, it could be anything, philosophical, religious, spiritual, any two advice that can help them lead a successful and a better life, what those two advice will be.
Well, I think first, I've already said, be grateful, that spend some time every day, even if it's only a minute or two, acknowledging and giving thanks for the blessings. We all have blessings on our lives. Just being alive is a blessing.
True.
And secondly, I would say pray. Prayer, I find, is a way of putting my own concerns. I'm now talking about ordinary petitionary prayer. All prayers start with an invocation. We connect with a spiritual being to whom we're praying, a god, a goddess, a saint, angel, or we start with a spiritual connection. And praying for things that are of concern in our lives, things that worry us, things that we're concerned about, people who are sick, our own problems. This is a way of sacralizing our problems and bringing a bigger consciousness to bear on our daily life through daily regular prayer. And I think that it's an extremely helpful practice. And because we're putting these prayers in the context of a greater being than ourselves, it means that we have to put our personal intentions in that context too. In the Lord's Prayer, which I pray every day, one of the phrases, "Thy will be done." So I'm praying for God's will to be done, and what I want has to fit in with that, the bigger picture.
Yes.
So positive thinking is a kind of prayer which is non-spiritual and is entirely about getting ahead in the world oneself. People have positive intentions for success, more sales, seducing the girl they're attracted to, etc. And actually, one of the principal exponents of positive thinking, who has brought up the book, How to, The Power of Positive Thinking by that famous American positive Norman Vincent Peale. He was the principal proponent. One of his great devotees as a teenager was none other than Donald Trump. Donald Trump
Wow.
is an example of positive thinking. Think it, and you can change reality. He's changed reality just by his chaotic thoughts. He is actually a horrible proof of the power of positive thinking. In his case, I would say they're not all positive. They're positive for him, his thoughts, but they're not very positive for the rest of the world.
True.
But to avoid the Donald Trump syndrome, it's important prayers done to not just positive thinking or the formulation of selfish intentions, but within this larger context.
Perfect.